So Connor would rewind to the November international break, so 2 Ireland appearances against Sweden, 1 defeat and 1 victory. The latter of those you were the captain. How big of an achievement was that for yourself, your family and the club as a whole?
Oh, it was massive. When I found out first that I would go into the camp, I was happy. Then when I found out I was playing, I was buzzing. And then when I was told I was going to be captain, I was like, oh my gosh, I was over the moon. So yeah, it was proud moment for me and my family.
What are those breaks like? Because obviously you're used to coming in day out at club level. How does that differ when you go away with the international lads?
I think there's loads of positives, and then you've also got like the slight negatives of it. So obviously the positives being you being called up first and foremost. Then when you get there, the like kind of treatment you get and the facilities and the players you're training with and playing with, that's all like a really high standard. So that obviously helps you as a player. And then the negatives are just like you miss league games, and sometimes if you come out of the team, it's hard to then get back in, which I found out. So yeah, it's a mixture, but I definitely like going.
And another milestone you've had more recently though, 50th appearance for Accrington Stanley at home to Bromley last week. Not the result any of us would have wanted, but how good was that and how special is that for you to make 50 appearances for your boyhood club?
Yeah, honestly, like I was so proud when I found, to be honest, I didn't know it was my 50th, I found out obviously after. And yeah, when I looked at it and I actually thought about it, I was thinking like, wow, actually like I'm starting to do what I always thought I could do. Obviously we're still so early days. I was speaking to Faz the other day and he was saying about, oh, he's on 350 plus or whatever, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, a few more years left for that.
And I remember you making your first appearance away at Port Vale, I think it was February 2023, so nearing 2 years to that. How would you sum up your time since that and this season in particular?
It's definitely been up and down, but I think that's just life as a footballer. I remember after that I didn't really play a lot. I made the 1 start at the end of that season, hoping to then play, didn't play. I eventually got into the team, and I think the back end of last year was probably my best spell, as in playing every game week in, week out. This year it's been a bit more in and out, but I'll just keep working and try and get myself into the team and consistently into the team again.
And over the last couple of months, I think the team, would be fair to say, it's been a change in formation. It could be a 3 in the back line when in attack, a 5 when in defence. How have you found that from a going forward perspective? Do you feel like it's given you a bit more opportunities to get down that right wing?
Yeah, I actually, I think I prefer wing back at the moment just because I have more licence to go forward. Initially I was unfamiliar to the role of the fact of I think I would stay back more because I was more used to being a full back, and I always thought you are still a full back. But I think the way we want to play and the way we've been trying to play, I think we're almost like a winger to get forward and go on attack, so I do enjoy it, yeah.
And tomorrow night, a trip to Fleetwood in front of the Sky cameras. It's another Lancashire derby, and I remember we spoke to you ahead of the victory over Morecambe in October. How good are these games for yourselves as players, fans, but even more so as you are local lads?
Yeah, no, it's massive. It's a massive game. I remember saying last time, like, we're going to be right at it, and we're all so excited. It's the same feeling. Everyone's got the same buzz about them. It's just the games that you want to play, and the fact that it's on TV and under the lights and that makes it even better.
And one player who could be in Fleetwood's matchday squad that you are familiar with is Owen Devonport. What do you remember from your times in the Stanley youth system with Owen, and do you have much contact with him now he's at Fleetwood?
Yeah, Owen's a top lad. I've obviously I've known him a long time. I think he was at Aki as under 9 as well, so I've known him a long time. But he's a good player, he's got good presence, good first touch and things like that. And I think we have messaged a few times in between, but obviously he's been busy, he's been out on loan, and I'm buzzing for him that he's now finally getting the recognition that I think he deserves.